कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Friday. It is 24th of October. The Kartika Masa, Damodara Masa, Sukla Paksham, and the Tadiya Tithi. There are no Vaishnavas in the calendar. So we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. The Srimad Bhagavatam. So, so the conversations between Vidura and Maitreya. So Maitreya Muni, he has given some kind of analogies to Vidura for the Vidura's questions about the living entity and the supreme personality of Godhead. And Maitreya Muni gave few things like Ashay Sankle Samam Vihatte Gunanavada Shravada Murare Kimva Punaka Charanaravindha Paraga Seva Retratma Labdha. By the devotional service, one can be freed from all kinds of miseries and what to speak of his glories. Just by hearing Krishna Katha, he'll be freed from miseries. And when he is engaged, what to speak of all his glories. After saying that, Vidura, he was appreciating Maitreya Muni, oh my dear Lord, oh Maitreya Rishi, oh Brahmana. So all my doubts have been completely cleared by the analogies that you have given to me. Sanchinnaha tumsayo mahyam tavastoktasina vibho. Samsayo, Sanchinnaha samsayo mahyam. All my doubts have been clarified. Tavastoktasina vibho. By your soothing words, and the words just like a sharp knife which would cut all the doubts. Tavastokta asina vibho. Asina is the sharp-edged knife. Ubayatrapi Bhagavan, and about the living entity, Ubaya means living entity and the supreme personality of Godhead. Ubayatrapi Bhagavan, Mano me Sampradhavati. Now all your instructions are entering into my heart. So I am able to, my mind is now able to enter into the Krishna Katha deeper now. So all these obstacles or doubts have been completely cleared. Likewise, so different ways of explanation. So Vidura has spoken. Mano me sampradhavati. So in those topics, my mind is entering into deeper. So after saying that, Vidura further he is mentioning, oh my dear Maitreya Rishi, whatever you have spoken, they are perfect. You know everything, and these are all perfectly befitting yourself. And apart from the Krishna's external energy, there is no other cause for everything in this material world happening. So Lord, when he appears, he will come by his internal potency, but whatever is happening outside, this is his external energy. Apart from that, there is no other reason. Likewise, Vidura also started conversing with Maitreya Rishi. So we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 7, and verse number 16. साधु एतद्व्याहृतं विद्वन् आत्ममाया अयनं हरेः आभाति अपार्थं निर्मूलं विश्वमूलं न यद्बहिः साधु एतद्व्याहृतं विद्वन्, as good as it should be. So sadhu, perfect, well said, O Maitreya Rishi. Sadhu, as good as it should be. He had all these explanations. And what are the explanations? He has given Yadattena Vinamushya Pumsatma Viparyayaha Pratiyatu Upadrushtuhu Swasya. So given some of the analogies like a person who dreams that his head is chopped off, that he could see by himself. That can happen only in the dream. And also he has given another analogy of the moon. It is reflecting in the water, but water waves are moving. But people think that moon is moving. That is another kind of, it is kind of a just appearing like that, but moon is still fixed. So these are the analogies that Maitreya Rishi has given. So here, Vidura is appreciating Sadhyetat Vyahrutam Vidvan, and all these explanations, whatever you have spoken, O Brahman, they are perfect. Vidvan, you know, O learned one. Na Atmamaya Ayanam Harehe. So na Atmamaya. Atmamaya is the self energy. So this is na means it is not the self energy. Ayanam, the movements. What this is? External energy of the Lord. Ayanam, the movements of this material world. Of course, the Lord, he performs so many of his pastimes by his internal energy. Okay, abhati apadham nirmulam. Abhati of the, it appears like that. Abhati apadham without meaning. Nirmulam without basis. Abhati apadham nirmulam. Vishwamulam nayad bahihi. Vishwamulam, the origin is the supreme. Nayat bahihi, it is not Nayat bahihi, it is outside. Bahihi is outside. So here, apart from the Lord external energy, there is no other cause for these movements of this material world. So likewise, Vidura is responding to Maitreya Rishi. Sadhu etad vyahrutam vidvan na atmamaya ayanam harehe abhatya padham nirmulam vishwamulam nayat bahihi. Set translation. O learned sage, your explanations are very good, as they should be. Disturbances to the conditioned soul have no other basis than the movement of the external energy of the Lord. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request Ras Leela Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you. A living entity's unlawful desire to become one with the Lord in every respect is the root cause of the entire material manifestation. For otherwise, the Lord has no need to create such a manifestation, even for his pastimes. The conditioned soul, under the spell of the external energy of the Lord, falsely suffers many unfortunate incidents in material life. The Lord is the predominator of the external energy, Maya, whereas the living entity is predominated by the same Maya under the material condition. The false attempt of the living entity to occupy the predominating post of the Lord is the cause of his material bondage, and the conditioned soul's attempt to become one with the Lord is the last snare of Maya. Jai Shri Prabhupada. All goes to Shri Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So here in this purport, so Prabhupada is describing the movement of the external energy of the Lord. So how it appears, a living entity bewilders and he thinks that it is for my sake. It is one life and only once it would not come back again. So I can enjoy merrily. So in such a way, he thinks that that is the external energy of the Lord. He will be attracted by the sweet, the show off of this material world. And then once he get attracted, then later on, material he will be entangled there, and then it will apply all the miseries on top of that living entity. Okay, so that is the natural. This is how it gets that living entities are entrapped. It is a honey trap. It is kind of a honey trap. Of course, everyone who takes birth in this material world, everyone are entangled. But who is not attracted to those external things and who understands the real constitutional position of his the spiritual identity, he would not be entangled, and he knows what is the real identity is. He is a servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That can appear, that can be understood only in the species of human beings. And out of so many human beings, very few people can understand that philosophy. So that living entity's unlawful desire to become one with the Lord in every respect is the root cause of entire material manifestation. Okay, so that is so it is here in this material world, every living entity depends on other living entities. Ahastani sahastanam apadani chatushpadam phalguni tatra mahatam jivo jivasya jivanam. So one living entity, a living entity with hands, it would depend on other living entity which does not have hands. Apadani chatushpadam, a living entity with the four legs, it depends on the other living entities which does not have legs, like the trees. So the four-legged animals, they eat grass and plants like that. Falguni tatra mahatam, and the great strong people depend on the weaker people. Jivo jivasya jivanam. In such a way, this material world is keep running. But here there is a dependency on each and everything. So I wanted to be master. So this I can utilize this particular thing as my utilization for my livelihood. In such a way, everything, and then because I'm utilizing it, I am become the master of that. Here I am feeding the family, I am the master of this family. And I have got this land, I am the landlord. So this kind of thing, it would manifest such kind of examples in a greater extent that I am the supreme. There is no greater person than me. So here, unlawful desire to, this is kind of a unlawful desire to become one with the Lord in every respect is the root cause of the entire material manifestation. Otherwise, the Lord has no need to create such a manifestation even for his pastimes. Not even for pastimes. Vidura has asked this question: how can the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is above three material modes of nature, and then he come here and perform pastimes without entanglement? So that is one of his questions. So here, Prabhupada is describing that one. There is no need. Naitad bhatadisha padam tavechitam yanmayanaha tanuse bhota sukshmam anugrahaya astu api erhimaya lasatulasya bhagavan vilakchitaham. Kadma Prajapati prays to the Lord that, my dear Lord, it is not your desire to create this material world even for your pastimes. Naited bhata adisha padam tavechitam yanmaya naha tanuse bhot sukshmam yanmaya naha. It is for our sake. And yanmaya, this is your external energy. Yanmaya naha tanuse bhot sukshmam. You give the bodies to all the living entities, bhot sukshmam, who are in this material world. So it is not the desire of the Lord. It is this living entities. They wanted to merge. येन्यरविन्दाक्ष विमुक्तमानिनः त्वय्यष्टभावात् अविशुद्धबुद्धयः आरुह्य कुरुश्चरेण परं पदं ततः पतन्त्यतः अनादृतयुष्मदङ्गरयः. So they were trying to become one with the Lord, but because of they did not surrender themselves to the Supreme Lord, they fall down from their position. Okay, so here, so everything because they have got unlawful desires. That is the main cause for all kinds of entanglement. And for that sake, Lord creates this material universe. And then the conditioned soul, under the spell of the external energy of the Lord, falsely suffers many unfortunate incidents in the material life. So tavat bayam dravina deha suhurnimittam shokah spruha paribhavo vipulashya lobha tavan mameti asad avagraha artimolam yavannatengrim abhyam pravunita lokah. Lord Brahma mentioned is praise to the Supreme Lord. दैवेन ते हतधियो भवतः प्रसंगात् सर्व अशुभोक्षमनात् विमुखेन्द्रियाये कुर्वन्ति कामसुखलेशलवायधीना लोभा विभूत मनसो अकुशलानि शश्वत्. So he describes how the living entity goes through different kinds of sufferings. Tavat bhayam dravina deha shuhurin nimittam shoka spruha paribho vipulasya lobaha tavan mameti asad avagraha artimulam yavarnatengrim abhyam pravnita lokaha. Until they come to the lotus feet of the Lord, how many things he will go? Tavat bhayam dravina, so for the sake of the money, and for the sake of family and for the sake of children and everything, he will go through all such kind until he comes to the lotus feet of the Lord. And by external energy of the Lord, he doesn't want to hear Krishna Katha. Dehen. So here, Daivena Hate Dhyo Bhavataha Prasangat Vimuka Sir Vimukaye. So Vimuka means he does not take the interest in hearing Krishna Katha. Okay, so this is external energy of the Lord. Daivena Hate. Okay, so this in such a way he goes falsely suffers many unfortunate incidents in the material life. So the Lord is the predominator of the external energy, Maya, whereas the living entity is predominated by the same Maya under the material condition. So Lord is Maya is it is the Vilajamana. She does not come in front of the Lord. So he is the Lord of the Maya, external energy of the Lord. External energy is one of the energies of the Lord. He has got so many energies, Hladini Shakti, and Sambit, uh, like that, Sandhini. But Maya is one of the external energy of the Lord. And here, whereas the living entity, he is predominated by the Maya under the material condition because he has got a desires. Because of desires, so he surrendered to something else and then he will be conditioned. And that way, Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Dhurchaya Mam Yevi Prapajante Mayam Yetan Tarantite. So because he cannot surpass this Maya, so he will be entangled unless he is surrendered unto the Supreme Lord. Okay, so this is very strong. Material energy of the Lord is very strong. It will put him if he does not surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord. So the false attempt of the living entity to occupy the predominating post of the Lord is the cause of his material bondage. So this is the false attempt of living being to occupy the predominating post. He wanted to become the master. Predominating post of the Lord is the cause of his material bondage. Because if he is a master, what happens? Then he need to feed the entire family or dependents, everyone. He has to work a lot. But what does he has got? He has he does not have such energies like the Lord. Lord has got so many energies. He will apply those energies to maintain, create, and destroy. But what do we have got? We don't have anything. But we are trying to falsely try to occupy that predominating post. If we do not work one day, we cannot feed the family. But Lord, he has got so many things. He does not have to do all this. All his energies make all these living entities to survive. Okay, so this is, and the conditioned souls attempt to become one with the Lord is the last snare of Maya. Sometimes we may think that we have got one house, we don't have any mortgage, and we have got enough bank balance, we have got good children are getting settled, and there is nothing else for our, no blockages for our enjoyment. We can enjoy, go outside and as we like. That is, it is also thinking that I'm a free bird. I can enjoy as I like. How long they will go? But that is also kind of a snare of Maya. So there he would always feel that I'm a free bird. I can enjoy as much as I like. But later on, by the time that time is taking all the life, energy, strength, and everything, and then he is coming nearer to the death. But during the old age, he cannot do anything for himself. Okay, so this is so many angles of explanation here. Prabhupada is describing. Okay, so everything is the living entity is unlawful desire to become one with the Lord. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Here, Maitreya Muni is describing that Vidura is saying that one to Maitreya Rishi said, "Oh Maitreya Rishi, whatever you have said, that is perfect. Apart from the external energy of the Lord, there is no other reason for this entanglement of these living entities. साधु एतद् व्याहृतं विद्वन् आत्माय अयनं हरेः आभाति अपार्थं निर्मूलं विश्वमूलं न यद्बहिः." It is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Okay, we shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Okay, so today letter to Puri Maharaja, December 2nd, 1970, Bombay. Can I request Saranya Mataji to read this letter, please?
Hare Krishna. My dear Puri Maharaja, please accept my blessings. I am in due receipt of your letter dated November 24, 1970. Perhaps you are my only god brother who have appreciated my humble service to the cause of Guru Gauranga. All my other god brothers are very much envious, as I can understand from their behavior. In your letter dated November 10th, 1970, you have written to say that I should inaugurate the installation ceremony. So I am very much obliged to you for your kind invitation, and my program will be as follows. Tomorrow I am going to Indore. From Indore I shall come to Surat, and from there I shall go to Gorakhpur, and from Gorakhpur I shall go to Allahabad, and most probably from Allahabad I may go to Vrindavana. So far as my Mayapur concerned, I do not think I shall be able to attend the Guru Gaura Jayanti celebrations there. The reason is that I have no place of my own, and certainly there will be too much crowd during the occasion. Therefore, I want to avoid this occasion. Sometimes after we may visit. I shall go to your place from Vrindavana or from Allahabad, and we have to arrange in that way. We are 30 men and women all together. Whether you want us to visit, perhaps if we go from Vrindavana, we shall go to take advantage of the Grand Trunk Express. Of course, there is sufficient time now, and I shall be in regular correspondence with you on my tour. But I accept to visit all the places mentioned by you when I go by that side. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your affectionately, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any points to reflect, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So in this letter Prabhupada is writing to Prabhupada's god brother. And first Prabhupada was mentioning like other god brothers, only this Puri Maharaji is contacting or communicating with Srila Prabhupada about and appreciating whatever Prabhupada was doing, and other god brothers are like envious. Prabhupada feel like that. So yeah, like when someone is doing spiritually advanced also, we are in material world, so we have to be careful. Like all these emotions like envy, anger, lust, and all can like penetrate when to the hearts of those who following the devotional service or following the spiritual path also. So that is like the hands of Maya. So Prabhupada was mentioning that they are also envious. And then Prabhupada was mentioning like how Prabhupada is touring India, and all that's like how Prabhupada was, because these Puri Maharaj wanted Prabhupada to do the installation ceremony there. So Prabhupada was because Prabhupada is obliged to these devotees, so Prabhupada will definitely do it. And how Prabhupada will go the tour that Prabhupada was mentioning, and there was almost 30 people with Prabhupada. So Prabhupada was asking their convenience also, it would be okay or not. And just that Prabhu, like just communication about the how Prabhupada is traveling in India. That is what Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely explained. It's a very sharp points here sometimes. Even when we are progressing in our spiritual life, sometimes somewhere or other, this kind of things happen because it is a different moods, but one should not take in a different way. But here at the end, before Prabhupada was leaving this material, Prabhupada, he was asking, my dear God brothers, so during my powerful preaching, So I might have used some words, but please kindly apologize for those things. But I have to do it because I was feeling that one and it was required like that. But actually, it is a different moods, different levels. But actually, there is no one is enemy or no one is friend in this material world. Every living entity comes here and experiences something and then he will go. I may be having devotional service in one particular mode. Another person may be having devotional service in different mode. But when I'm saying that one, other person may be thinking, oh, this may not be right, this may not be right. And something like that, it may appear that, but his mood is different. But unless there is a kind of material kind of designations, name, fame, Janma, Ishwara, Surasri, Bihedamana, Mada, Puman, Naivahati, Abida, Tumbai, Twamakinchana Gocharam. Until something of material thing in this heart, if he is no more materialistic things, then otherwise it is just only the bhava and the mood. And the moods cannot interfere with other devotees' moods. But here, when Prabhupada was preaching this one, Prabhupada, it was observed that my god brothers were much envious, as I can understand from their behavior. Unless there is little bit of material contamination in the heart, it could not have happened. But we are aiming for the pure heart. It is we should not have any tinge of materialistic things in the heart, any expectations. Okay, that is very beautiful point, Mataji. Thank you so much for highlighting that. Okay, any other comments, dear devotees? And also, Prabhupada is just moving from one place to another place. This preaching is required. This is called Parivrajit Padavim. Parivrajit Padavim Astu Aham. So here, whenever Kadima Prajapati was praying to Kapil Bhagavan, he is asking for that kind of role that Parivrajit Padavim Astu Aham Twam Hridi Yunjan. He wanted to roam around the world and then glorify the Lord's pastimes. Parivrajit. So Parivrajit means moving from one place to another place. Janasya Krishna Vimkasya Daivad Adharmasya Sudikitasya Anugrahayeha Charanti Nunam Bhutani Bhavyani Janardhanasya. Just bringing all conditioned souls to the lotus feet of the Lord. That is only Parivrajit Padavi. For that purpose, Parivrajat, Parivrajaka Acharya means Acharya means who is lead by example. Okay, so to bring all the conditioned souls to the lotus feet of the Lord. So he has to wander. That is also third stage of the sannyasa. Okay, so and a few other points here. And Prabhupada is here, Puri Maharaja's request. He is accepting that. I wanted to sometimes after we may visit those places. So something like that Prabhupada is mentioning. And when I go by that side, I accept to visit all the places mentioned by you when I go by that side. Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. Okay, we are at 7 o'clock now. So wish time for Damodarastakam by Dipti Mataji. Hare Krishna Dipti Mataji. Are you able to unmute Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, yes.
Perfect, beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. And dear devotees who are doing give lamp offerings to the Lord, turn on the videos. And Mataji, when you are ready, kindly start. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Namami Swaram Satchidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashodaviyolukeladavamanam Paramruštamatyam Tato Dutyagopya Rudantam Mahunetra Yugyam Rujantam Karambojayukmena Satakанetram मुहुश्वासकम्पतिरेखाकण्ठश्च स्थितग्रेव दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम् इति दक्ष्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तमख्यापयन्तम् तदीयेसितक्षेषु भक्तजितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षावधिं वा न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरेषादपीह इदं ते वपुनाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्यावीरस्तात् किमन्ये इदं ते मुखाम्बोजमत्यान्तनीले वृतं कुन्तले स्निग्धरक्तश्च गोप्या मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्तादरं मे मनस्याविरस्तामलं लक्ष्यलाभे नमो देवदामोदरनन्तविष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्रम् कृपादृष्टिवृष्टिर्ति दिनं गतानु प्रणामे समामज्ञमिद्यक्षिदस्य कुबेरात्मजो वदमुख्यव्यदवत् त्वयामोचितो भक्तिभाजो कृतो च तथा प्रेम भक्ति स्वकामे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह नमस्ते स्तुदाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायात विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो नन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुन्दलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण
जय राधा दामोदर राधा
राधा दामोदर श्री राधे जय राधा गोकुलानंदा राधा गोकुलानंद श्री राधे जय यशोदा दामोदर श्री राधे जय राधा दामोदर श्री राधे हरे कृष्णा सॉरी प्रभु जी
Hare Krishna Mataji, so beautiful Mataji, very nicely sung. Would you like to read the translation Mataji, please?
Yeah, Prabhu ji. Yes. To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge, and bliss, whose shark shaped earrings are swinging to and from, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who I, due to the offense of the breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into the butter and then stealing the butter, then was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her who ran after him with greater speed to the Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara. I offer my humble obeisances. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearl around his neck, which is marked with three lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To the Supreme Lord Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with the rope but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such a childhood pastime as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pool of ecstasy and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbues with intimacy and is free from all conception of oath and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodara hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, not the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the nine processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as a Bal Gopala in Vrindavana may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you. O Damodara, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me by showering your glance of mercy upon me. Deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrow and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodara, just as the two sons of Kubera, Mandagriva and Nalakubera, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into a great devotee by you in your form as a baby tied with a rope to a wooden grinding mortar. In the same way, please give to me your own Prema Bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodara, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent robe which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very nicely done, deeply, Mataji. And thank you so much, Meena Mataji and Javed Mataji, for kindly sharing the ghee lamp offering darshan to all of us. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. That's from Shri Damodara Ashtakam. Okay, so coming to our announcement side. So today evening, we don't have any evening sessions, but today I have got a chat session and Srimad Bhagavatam. So today there is a kind of very beautiful part of Kadama Prajapati prayers, and the Lord appears to Kadama Prajapati for his meditation. It's a so beautiful pastime. So just sharing that one. It's a different link. I will share that one in the evening. Apart from that, no other events. And tomorrow morning we continue our regular Shri Brahma Samhita after Bhagavatam. Okay, that's all from update side from me. And the devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly do so. Hare Krishna. Okay, if there are no updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
नमो नमः।
अनन्तकोटि वैष्णवेभ्यो
अनंतकोटि
श्रील
वैष्णववृंद की
प्रभुपाद
जय,
की
श्रील
जय।
प्रभुपाद की
थैंक यू, हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण कॉन्शियस डे एवरीवन। हरे कृष्ण। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु